taking out the pylon, and that Nexus was canceled. So in control, he's still on one base as well, so he's going to have to keep the pressure on here. But he's in good shape. He's got a lot of units over here as he continues to warp them in. It looks like he's even throwing down a couple of crap my pants pylons to make sure that he can help defend this as best as possible. And the Zerg player, he's got a pretty good unit composition, to be honest, with the Hydraling over here. It's going to be very effective against Stalker Zealot. I mean, that's all we're seeing. I'm curious if he's making any more Immortals. He is not. He is, however, making a Twilight Council. So that's going to be interesting to see if he decides to get Charge, Blink, both, or other. And with that, he could get DTs. He could do a lot of things. So in control, trying to open up the door just for some more tactics. And look at the Zerg player. He is running in, and he's going straight for the back door. However, there are going to be 2 cannons there. They're going to be able to defend this. A third one will be up very shortly. Looks like there's a second pylon behind this. I like that. He's got a hidden pylon, basically. If the Zerg player saw all these buildings, he would not see this back pylon. If he tried to take this one out, it would basically just be a waste of time. But Slush actually is deciding to go in the front door, perhaps. And you can see the importance of those creep tumors at this point as he puts another one down, of course, right there. That's because, look how slow the Hydras move off of the creep. You can see that they're just terribly slow, and that's going to make things like charging Zealots a lot faster. And a Dark Shrine is going down for in control. So we are going to see DTs, and you know what? I don't think... Oh, he may have never made an Overseer. Let's check it out. Oh, no, there is one. There is one Overseer on the field. So Slush... thankfully for him, he did manage to make one because I don't know if he knew DTs might come later or what, but he finally gets that hatchery back up. In control has taken his natural at this point, which is the way to go in my opinion. There's the Overseer, and look at this. Slush has forced his way in the back door of In Control, but In Control's got a pretty nice unit force over here. I think he's going to be able to hold this off without too much problems. He does lose the cannons and the pylons over there, but should not be too big of a deal. Let's turn off that tab for a moment. And that Dark Shrine is almost done, and you know what? That could be really effective, especially if that Overseer stays there, of all places. A couple of cannons in the front door. Again, these slow Hydras trying to get around. It looks like they're going to be able to take these down without too much of a problem, but In Control is going to get there before he loses his Nexus anyway, just getting himself in a good position. Here come the Zealots. I'm waiting to see him warp in a couple of Dark Templar, but we are not seeing them yet, and the Hydras are doing a great job of microing down these Zealots and Stalkers. Man, they do a lot of damage. That's ridiculous. 12 damage a shot, and In Control canceling that Nexus. That's unfortunate. Where are the DTs is the real question. There's one. Looks like he's going out the back door, and I think he's going for blood. I think he's going to go straight for the base. The Overseer is way out of position. I don't think there is another Overseer anywhere near the base of Slush, and he does not have a new lair, so he can't even make new ones. However, he should realize this pretty quick, and Overseers move fairly fast, and it won't be too far that he's got to go. But is he going to see the little thing on the screen, or is he going to assume that that's an observer? And oh no, here we go. Looks like the Dark Templar is a disciple, and shortly it will become, I don't know what's after disciple, a mentor. We now have a mentor out on the field in a Dark Templar. Here comes the Overseer, by the way, as he comes to go find that DT out on the field. The second DT is right out on the field as well and trying to join the fight. This is going to help a lot. And nice, taking out a creep tumor. He could take out a lot more, actually. That Overseer is going for one of the DTs, and it looks like that DT is going to be able to get away as the other one continues to harass, taking out another creep colony and now working on the spine crawler. So very nicely done by In Control, just slowly working down some buildings and other units. And, oh, transfusion at the last second. Wow, that was clutch. That was a clutch transfusion by the Canadian player. I'm impressed. I got to say, that was cool. But it looks like the DTs are going to back off for now, and it looks like he has found the expansion hatchery for Slush, and that is going to be bad news. Slush really wanted to get that up. That's what she said, and so that's going to definitely slow him down quite a bit at this point. Changeling out on the field, even a couple of them to go do some scouting of In Control's base. And you can see In Control has now put down 4 more cannons. Not entirely sure how much I like the placement of them. I think I actually would have liked them a little further up to take more advantage of this choke. But nevertheless, they're going to add quite a bit of defense. Actually, you know what? With Stalkers and Zealots, this will be a good area right here. as he can still put another cannon if he wanted, and back it up with stalkers as well. Looks like that hatchery has gone down for Slush. That's unfortunate, but I don't think it'll put him out of the game by any means, as iNcontroL is only just now getting that base up, and that was a desperation base right there. He's got 25 minerals left inside of his main, and that is just not where you want to be. Let's go to the army tab, and wow, Slush is way ahead at this point, and oh, he picked off the DT. That's too bad. So iNcontroL definitely a little bit behind here in terms of army. And this Mass Hydra Force actually may be really, really effective against iNcontroL. However, Slush is having a tough time getting any more minerals at this point, as we continue to see a Master Dark Templar doing a great job of harassing a couple of them out on the field, actually, as the Overseer tries to chase him down. Let's see if iNcontroL is paying attention. Oh, he runs right by him, and wow, Slush not paying attention, doesn't even notice that DT slipping back into his base. That's unfortunate. Wow, that's going to suck. Oh no, he's going to lose another whole bunch of drones. And on top of it all, his Hydras are way out of position. Although, again, they do move fairly fast on creep. Looks like he manages to only get one drone kill. There's the lair, and we're going to be able to see more Overseers being morphed at this point. And it looks like that DT may go down, as he is just barely faster than Overseer. Looks like he's going to barely survive for the day, and nicely done. So iNcontroL now going to try to get a base up where Slush had just previously tried to take a base. And this game has kind of calmed down a little bit. Has changed paces. We went from an aggressive attack in the back door of each player, to really just trying to get expansions going and get some sort of income. Let's check out the income, actually. iNcontroL is ahead in the income, but once again, he is behind in the army count. However, he should start to catch up now that he's definitely caught up on income, although they're about even. But he's got to be careful. Now, if we look at iNcontroL's resources, you can see that he's not particularly gas heavy, so he's not going to be able to make a ton of DTs, High Templar, or anything like that. And oh no, Link scouted the base at the worst time for iNcontroL. He's going to have to cancel those cannons and try to bring some units there before any reinforcements can come in. Oh, another DT out on the field. Jeez, I haven't been able to keep track of the harassment that iNcontroL is doing. Another one right here. Well, and they keep missing him. Right as soon as they die, I see him. Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, it looks like iNcontroL going to be able to defend this for now. He does have High Templar out on the field, actually. He's got 4 of them, in fact, and that is going to help quite a bit against these Hydras. The question is, how much energy does he have? He has enough! Great spot for him to use the Storms, as it's a very tight choke for these Hydras to try to move in. As they try to pick off the High Templar running in for it, looks like he manages to take out a whole bunch of them and weaken some others. So Slush going to have to back off for now, and that's going to allow iNcontroL to throw down some cannons, get up this base, and ideally get down this high yield expansion right here in the near future. He may want to take out these rocks to prepare for it early while there's no danger of an attack. He's keeping his units at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. I like that, although he just stopped. I don't know if he got a glimpse of the units that were incoming from Slush. It looks like, man, I wish players would keep a probe here more often. And this is what players should be doing. Slush doing a really good job of just making sure he's got a Ling, the cheapest unit you can make, just hanging out at the Xel'Naga Watchtower and making sure that, you know, nothing funny's going on and iNcontrol's not moving out. But oh no, a little bit of a miscue right there. The Ling runs in. He must have been attached to that hotkey still and loses it. So no more Xel'Naga Watchtower for Slush. Looks like he takes out the rock formation at the high yield. So he's going to put down a high yield expansion. That's going to go a long way, really. You can see iNcontroL has started to opt for more gas, and that's going to help his cause as well, as he's starting to catch up in the food count race. And yeah, not bad. And now we're starting to see a reverse tech switch, a lower level tech switch down to roaches coming from Slush. And I'm not really saying that they're entirely a lower level. But, you know, after they get upgrades, I mean, they have a hive upgrade, so obviously they're not useless by any means. But it's just funny to see him come out as he made a whole bunch of Hydras. But, of course, Roach Hydra being one of the best combinations in the game is going to help quite a bit. I'd love to see some Colossus. Oh, my God, I am psychic. I don't know, I'll be honest, I wasn't even looking at that up there. And he's getting the Thermal Lance upgrade, and that is going to be rape against those Hydra Roach army if he can get enough out in time. So, basically, I think what Slush is going up against... Oh, nice. He's got a changeling right into the base right here. Nicely done. I think Slush is going to have to try to take advantage of a timing window that's going to exist until basically iNcontroL gets like 3 to 4 Colossi. As soon as that happens, this ground composition that we're seeing from Slush is going to be heavily, heavily weakened, especially with Storm on top of it all, as these